Time now is 5:37. In your education watch, schools across the Midlands work pretty hard to make sure that students excel in the classroom. But for some students, they need an extra help. Well, a new program in one Sumter County school is proving to be a success, according to the school's principal. I traveled to Crestwood High School to see what it's all about. These three students at Crestwood High School in Sumter all have one thing in common.
It has given me a big grade improvement, and it's made my social life a lot better.
It's brought my grades up tremendously. It's helped my GPA a whole lot.
More like a police officer, but a judge can do too.
They say a national educational program called MTSS has really helped them succeed academically. It stands for Multi-Tiered System of Supports.
We look at our instruction, our management, to ensure that we have the learning supports in place to assist our students.
Shirley Gamble is Crestwood's principal. She says they became the pilot high school for Sumter County last year. Gamble says she needed some form of assistance for struggling students, especially after some of them weren't showing up for class.
Last year, after looking at some data, that we had at Crestwood over 11,000 absences. And we felt and we know that with high absenteeism, that's going to affect students' ability.
Through the program, target students check in with the MTSS director, Ms. Tara Smith.
And she works with those students to ensure that they are in school. We meet with those students on a regular basis to make sure that we are removing any barriers that they may have that would prevent them from coming to school.
Gamble says having that extra support system is proving to be effective.
We've noticed that our discipline referrals have declined, and I do believe it's just because the attention that we're paying to students in the classroom as well as outside of the classroom.
Apart from academics, their social needs are also being addressed.
It's allowing our upper level students, our juniors and seniors, they are mentoring our freshmen and sophomore students.
Gamble says it's fulfilling to see her students excel, all due to this program. Well, this program is in also other states such as Florida, Colorado, and California. So we reached out to Superintendent Molly Spearman to get her take on this nationwide MTSS program, and we're still waiting to hear back from her.
Friendy?
All right, Lauren, thanks for that. Well, if you remember last October here on Good Day Columbia, we talked about the MTSS program in Sumter County. Now, it's a nationwide educational program that helps students excel in and outside the classroom. With about 1 month of school left, the district there is taking a look back at the program. Joining us once again is Dr. Sean Haggerty. He's the Director of Specialized Programs with the district. Dr. Haggerty, thank you for being here this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. You know, before we get to some of the questions, for the viewers that are watching, MTSS is a multi-tiered system of supports to help low-performing students or students who need some extra assistance in their endeavors. Dr. Haggerty, has MTSS been a success so far in the school district?
It has. We found significant results through our data for non-academic indicators such as student attendance. We've had an 8% increase in student attendance, and indirectly we found that there was a 43% reduction in office referrals. So that was an indirect result of us going in and looking at and intervening with the non-academic indicators.
Now, last week we were at Crestwood High School. We had the opportunity to talk to the principal there, Mrs. Shirley Gamble, and we did a story kind of focusing on some of the students that took part in MTSS. And one of the things she talked about was being the pilot high school there. But even within that high school, she saw tremendous gains.
Absolutely, absolutely. They've done a wonderful job, and for this particular system, the secondary schools are the most difficult environments to implement this particular piece. So because of the results that we've seen, the positive results we've seen for student outcomes at the secondary level that we've seen, that shows a tremendous resilience to this particular program.
Now, one of the things, we also got a statement from Molly Spearman, the state superintendent of education. She issued a statement in part about the MTSS, saying that it is an effective intervention system for ensuring that schools address the needs of an individual student. So here it is, the state's top education leader talking about MTSS.
And that's wonderful. I think this particular framework, the MTSS framework, along with the integrated learning supports, truly should be implemented for those non-academic indicators. ESSA, Every Student Succeeds Act, is coming through, legislation coming down, so how do we implement that in the state and across the state. And this is a great, great program. It's a great framework, and Sumter School District has truly been the beacon of light for this in South Carolina.
Wow, Dr. Sean Haggerty, thank you so much. And thank you for allowing Watch Fox to know about this and come into the school district and have an opportunity to go to the high schools, because we know we have to get permission before we go on high school.
Sir.
So we appreciate that. All right, folks, stay with us. There's more Good Day Columbia coming up after the break.